In today's video, we'll be trying to find out what really happens if you make slime at 3 a.m. And I say try, because some weird stuff does happen, and I'm not sure if I'm able to explain it. Plus, more things you guys dared me to do. So I thought I'd do something a little bit different with this video and try to do a 3 a.m. challenge. Now, I've seen lots of 3 a.m. challenges before, and some of them are pretty spooky. So I thought I'd take it upon myself to find out what really happens. For today's video, what we're going to be doing is finding out what really happens if you try to make slime at 3 a.m. If you guys haven't heard, the 3 a.m. challenge is incredibly popular right now. A lot of people are making videos of doing random things at 3 a.m. and to be honest, there's some surprisingly spooky stuff that happens, but I'm kind of a skeptic when it comes to all of this stuff. And I'm not really expecting much is going to happen, but I waited until almost exactly 3 a.m. to start this challenge off, so if anything weird is going to happen, I'll be interested to find out what it is. Apparently the reason why the 3 a.m. challenge is a thing is because 3 a.m. is supposed to be the devil's hour, but I gotta admit it's not very spooky at the start of it because I'm just making slime kind of the normal way. But since it is the 3 a.m. version, I figured I'd try to make glow-in-the-dark slime, which is a slime I've never made before. So the ingredients are warm water, borax, glue, some fluorescent glow-in-the-dark paint, so we may or may not have gotten the right kind of paint, and some neon food dye. The recipe that I'm using here is from a pumpkin and a princess, so if for some reason my slime doesn't work, we all know who to throw rocks at. That being said, let's get this thing going. So I started off by mixing all the ingredients, and this happened. That was weird. Apparently the water shaking was making a really creepy noise there. Apparently the water moving back and forth in that cup was causing it to make that noise. But it was enough for me to get creeped out right from the start. But then something much weirder happened that I didn't even notice. Okay, now, after thinking about this, I'm pretty sure that one of my dogs was back there moving the door. It wouldn't be the first time one of them has gotten in there. And they're probably just short enough to have not been seen on camera. I think we may have done it. This is like the perfect slime. So my hat definitely goes off to whoever came up with that recipe because this is pretty awesome, actually. It only took me like a couple minutes to make this whole batch of it, and it may actually glow in the dark if I did everything correctly, which I usually don't. But I hear that the most satisfying thing that you can do with slime is actually cutting it with a knife, because it is somewhat of a liquidy type substance, and apparently cutting it with a knife is like the coolest thing to do ever. So since we made this new batch and I've never done that before, give it a shot. When I saw it, I was a little confused because I could have sworn I had closed the pantry door. But I just assumed I was mistaken. I've never actually cut any slime before, so this is gonna be a first for me, and I'm kind of looking forward to it. I have no idea why I thought it would be a good idea to get a giant knife out to mess with the slime, but I definitely regret that decision. That is actually kind of satisfying. It kind of feels like you're cutting through meat or something though. I want to fruit ninja this thing one time. Ooh, right into the bowl. All right, one more time. Hey. Oh my god. Okay, I take that back. Cutting slime is incredibly satisfying. Okay, maybe I'm having a little bit too much fun with this. So I was a little bit worried that cutting up slime was not gonna be quite as satisfying as what everyone was saying, but I gotta admit, it's probably my new favorite thing to do in the whole world. But this is glow-in-the-dark slime, which means that it has to glow in the dark, otherwise there was really no point in doing any of this. I put in a lot of fluorescent paint, probably like 3 or 4 teaspoons. This stuff should actually glow pretty well, but there's only one way to find out. Did you see that? I'll show it one more time. What was that? Okay, I don't know where that knife went. I was just using a knife a second ago, and now it's gone. I'm kind of freaking out right now, so maybe there is some weird stuff about this 3 a.m. challenge. I really don't know what to do. I guess I should look for the knife. Okay, look, that was really, really weird. I don't know what happened yet. I'm sure if I look at the footage, I'll probably be able to make sense of it. Not as of yet, actually. But I'm not gonna go into that right now. It was just weird for me. I'm sure that you guys know exactly what happened and it's probably funny, but I was sure I set my knife down and then I hear a crazy noise and I turn around and it's gone and I cannot find my knife anywhere, so I don't know what I did with it, but I bet it's something stupid. I guess I'll just chalk it up to being part of the 3 a.m. challenge. But now we're back to the next part of the video where I find out if this glow-in-the-dark slime actually glows in the dark or not. I'm gonna say there's gonna be at least a 50% chance that this stuff works. So I'm gonna turn the lights off now and we'll see what happens. And, I don't think it actually is working. It's not exactly what you'd call glow in the dark, but I don't know. I don't think that it worked at all. Maybe I need to put more glow in the dark paint or try a different kind of paint. Either way, I can definitely tell that what I used did not work. So if you're trying this at home, maybe find a better ingredient. So that part of the challenge was definitely underwhelming, to say the least. I don't know what the is happening right now, but every time I flip that light switch and turn it on, it just turns right off. What the is happening right now? Alright, I'm not even kidding. There's either something really weird going on with my circuit breaker, or there is somebody in my house right now doing this. I'm freaking out right now. I'm gonna go out to the garage and I'm gonna see if there's anybody in there, and if there is, and if there's something wrong with the circuit breaker, then fine, but this is getting really, really weird right now. So it turns out it was my circuit breaker causing the light to go out. And I'm sure it's not anything paranormal. Okay, so that was pretty freaky, but definitely explainable. So I went out into my garage, which is where my circuit breaker is at, checked the circuit breaker, and it actually did look like it had a blown fuse and the fuse that was leading out to the kitchen lights. So I actually think that I might have just freaked myself out because of all the other weird, stupid coincidences that were happening. And actually, there was a reasonable explanation that if I was just thinking clearly, I would have definitely realized. And I guarantee you that that's the exact same reason why a lot of other people get freaked out when they're doing these 3 a.m. challenges. Just because something gets over you, like whether it's like a placebo effect, like you think there's gonna be ghosts there, so there are or something. But seeing that blown fuse definitely calmed me down a lot. So I'm just now doing the final editing on my video, and I noticed something that I didn't notice before. All right, I'm just gonna cut out the audio. So take a look at the slime in the background though. Does that look red to you? It was pink when we made it, but it looks the exact same color as that red cutting board back there. It definitely looks red to me. Also, I left that slime sitting out on the kitchen counter, or so I thought, because I can't find it. Also, one other weird thing happened. So you guys know how at the end of every single video, I'm like, and as always, I'll be seeing you guys in just a few days with a new video. All right, thanks guys, bye. And that's how I end every video. And then I walk away and defocus my lens. Well, if you're not familiar with my channel, that's how I end every video. Well, this time after I defocused the camera, I walked into the other room, so I didn't actually see anything that happened, but I got this blurry footage. So it appears that I have so far survived the 3 a.m. challenge of making slime. And of course, I'm always up for a good challenge, so make sure to leave me your dares in the comment section, make sure to like the video, subscribe if you've yet to have done that. As always, we'll be seeing you guys in just a few days with a new video. Alright, thanks guys. Bye. Now at this point, I walk over and you can see the corner of my shirt as I defocus the lens and I walk away. Now guys, there's a lot of weird stuff that happened in this video, but I actually believe that there's a reasonable explanation for everything that happened. I'm not freaked out at all by this, and you shouldn't be either. And I'm sure most of you aren't because, after all, it's just a video. But in the meantime, I'm always up for a good challenge, so make sure to leave me your dares in the comment section, make sure to like the